Hey guys, Riley and Jordan here today. This is a little bit different. Now I have finally been moved into this new house. If you guys saw the Time Police episode 1 trailer, you could tell that it was in a different room. That's because we actually moved. Finally, we actually moved. I haven't done anything like update related or whatever. I was trying to keep it minimum as possible because I didn't want to just keep spamming videos out. So here's the new review table. I will be doing a house tour so you can see the entire review table. And let me tell you, it's pretty dope. In the basement, you can hear it's a little bit echoey. That's because we haven't set up like the pictures and everything like that. So, but we have basically unpacked everything. So today, and since we're in the new house, also, I just want to show you this. That right there is a light switch. That controls, there's a lamp right up here. And it's actually connected to the actual table itself. Or the wall, whatever you want to call it. So that's pretty dope, so you don't have a crappy lamp or whatever. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Constructicon's Devastator. Yes, so basically I had this figure for a very long time. Now let me explain some things. One, I had two of these. This one and another one. I actually got this one on eBay a long time ago after, I don't know why I got it, but I think that because I couldn't find all the pieces and some of it was broken. So basically, I think I got this new one. I'm gonna take, so I'm not gonna be taking Devastator apart because two reasons. One, he is fragile, very fragile. This arm right here, that is actually held on by clay, and I'll show that in a second. And also because it's very expensive. And also I think it looks nice just in the box, but I will take him out of the box and just show you. But here he is. You can see this is Scrapper, which is this arm right here. If you're wondering why I have two, it's because this one actually comes with this Devastator. So the only, so basically the Devastator, Mixmaster, Scavenger, Overload, which is behind him, holding up the feet and the legs, Long Haul, Rampage, and Hightower, they're all part of the new line. Like the new bootleg or like different recolor paint. That Scrapper right there is from the original one, which is very like, kind of, just plain yellow. But this is from the Scrapper, and as you can see from the difference, it's very different, so, you know, very nice. I will be taking a look at the separate ones from, so I'm not going to be taking them apart, but I will be showing you the other ones, like Scrapper, and I also have the other ones here, so I can be taking a look at separately. So, you know, let's put Scrapper to the side here. But for the box here, you got 7 robots combined, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This was actually a Walmart exclusive. It's not really a Walmart thing in there, but the original one that I had did. And then you have Scavenger, you got Scavenger, Hightower, Long Haul, you got Mixmaster, which is up here, and then you have this on the back here. This was the actual original one that looks like, so you can see that it's a little bit more cartoony. You got Mixmaster, you got whatever, and then you have Strength, which is, yeah, you know, he's not very smart, he's not really, but, you know, very nice, very nice. We're going to be putting him to this back right here, and then we're going to move the camera back, and we'll be actually taking a look at the separate vehicles. No fancy editing today, guys, so hope you don't mind. So let's take a look at that. So we have Scrapper, which is from this one, Hightower, Rampage, Long Haul, Overload, and let me just move my camera back here. It's kind of hard to see everything. Let me just kind of move them closer, and then here's Mixmaster. So we're actually going to be taking a look at, first, Scrapper. So here he is, you know, he's missing his little feet there, so you got like the little bulldozer push thingy or whatever, but basically he's missing his feet. So, how to transform him, you flip this out, and then there's his head, and then you want to untap that, and then this arm broke off, so that's why he's very fragile, but I kept that Scrapper on there because he's actually like the most intact. The only ones that are actually like fully intact with like no damages, no breakage or nothing is Hightower and Overload. Those are the two that don't have missing limbs, and they're all broken and stuff like that. So, you know. So, for articulation, hinge joint at the head, rotation at the arm, and a hinge joint. So you can get, and then there's another, like, ball joint, so you can get, like, another hinge joint. For the feet here, for the legs here, just on a ball joint. Decent spread, nothing too exceptional. Put them here for now, and then just kind of play them to the side. For Rampage here, I'm not going in order, so Rampage here, you know, he's a bulldozer, very nice. Not part of the original set, not this one. So how to transform him, flip his head out like this, which, by the way, there's a misconception. Rampage is actually red, and this one is actually skipjack because it's yellow. If you're wondering, what the hell are you talking about, Riley? That makes no sense, because it says on the box right here, it says Rampage and no skipjack. There is a video by Trans Theories. Go check him out. He's a pretty cool YouTuber. He makes sense of the Michael Bay Transformers, so you can actually appreciate the Transformers just a little bit. And he does a long, not really a long video, but it was like a 30-minute long video of him explaining, like, all the construction cons, because there is misconceptions between them, and it's very confusing. But go check him out. Just search up Transformers Devastator, and it's by Trans Theories. So, you know, how to transform him. Flip out this piece here, and then you want to flip that out, and then you have this, and then you flip that out, and then you have his little whips. And also, his legs are not actually supposed to be like that. They're actually supposed to, like, flip out. Well, not flip out, but, like, flip inward. So you fold that down, and that's how he's supposed to be. I'm like, really? Like, because he's got a big dong or whatever, but he can't stand with that. So you're going to have to put him down like that, and then he can actually stand perfectly fine. Articulation, ball joint here, you know, in and out. And then the little bulldozer push thingy right here is also on a hinge joint. Hinge joint at the head, hinge joint here, hinge joint here, hinge joint. We got a lot of hinge joints. Put them here. Now, lawn haul. Most of these roll perfectly fine. So, you know, perfectly fine. He rolls perfectly fine. So, very nice dump truck, you know, plastic. Got a Decepticon logo there. I don't know if you could see that, but you can see his head in there. There's a really deep in there, and you can kind of see his head. There, you can kind of see the tip of it, but you can't really see it if I kind of, like, tip it down like that. There, you can kind of see his head in there. So, you know, sticking out of his ass, nothing too special. How to transform him: flip out the dump truck head like that, and then you fold this down, and then you have lawn haul. And if you're wondering, I'm displaying his feet, it's because this was before I decided, you know, this was before the original one I wasn't too careful with. I was still careful with it because I knew it was going to break, because the first one that broke was actually him. Lawn haul right here. And I was like, oh, you know, he just broke. What? Who cares, right? But now, this is before that I'm actually decent and, like, you know, not fumbling around like a giant doofus with my Transformers, because I have a lot of broken Transformers that I still don't even have the pieces for them. But, you know, let's keep going. Very nice detail. I think that lawn haul is actually the most detailed one out of all of them. I don't know why. He kind of looks sad. Just the painted eyes on him just looks kind of sad. But he has the most detail on him, I think. Just the facial expression. Not very accurate to the film. Of course, it's freaking, like, you know, it's nothing too special. So basically, hinge joint here. And then you have a hinge joint here. So, you know, doesn't really do anything. Then for his legs, on a ball joint. And then his little feet here. And then you just kind of fold his feet down like this. And then make sure everything fits together very nicely. And then pull that together. And you have lawn haul. Put him here. Now, let's go on to Hightower. Hightower, plastic feet. Plastic wheels, I mean, that's basically him sliding. So, you know, nothing too exceptional. But, you know, for the crane mode, you know, it's very decent. Get the non-plastic thing here. And then you have a Decepticon logo underneath, you know. And then you have his head. Right there. Very nice. I mean, this is on a hinge joint right here, so. I guess you can call that a point of articulation. But how to transform, you want to flip this down right here and separate his feet. And then you push that down with the hinge joint, and then you have Hightower, but we're not done yet. Oh no, we're not done yet. You come to the back here, and then you want to kind of get in there with the dirty nails, and then pull out his other hook. I mean, you can't have two the hooks. I don't know why, but there he is. There's Hightower. There's his face. He kind of looks like a bird or something. I mean, nothing too exceptional, but, you know, and then he has little T-Rex arms. Oh my god, he's so good. Look at him. He has little T-Rex arms. He's kind of like a bug. Like, I mean, xenomorph or something. I don't know, but I mean, pretty dope. You know, you got a hinge joint here and a hinge joint here. His cage / arm attachment, whatever, is also on a hinge joint, and his face is also on a hinge joint. I don't know why, but that actually makes sense for the robot mode, because that's supposed to be his arm, his hand arm, whatever you want to call it. I guess it's his hand. I mean, because that's his arm, and then that's his hand. So, and then this was split apart. Then you have claw, whatever. And then hinge joint for the feet here, and then you have a hinge joint here, which is actually on a ball joint. So then, you know, you got some things right there. Put them right here, and then you kind of have to just. And then we have Overload. Now, he's kind of like a flatbed truck or whatever. I don't know exactly what he is, but I do like how they hid the Decepticon logo right there, because it's not on the side or in the big freaking dump truck, like on the flatbed here, like on the bed. I'm actually just a giant Decepticon logo. I wonder what that is. But it actually tries to make an attempt of hiding it. Everybody else is just on the side. So, or on the top of their head, or just on the side, or just on the top of their head, you know? But it's on the back of his feet. So that's pretty cool. Rolls very nicely. And then you have these two wheels right here. They're just plastic. They don't actually roll like these two on the side here. But how to transform? You want to split the front of the truck like that. Come to the back here. You do have his head in there, which is kind of sad. Flip this open, spread his arms, and then put the claw down, and then you have split his arm, so his two arms, and this was, then he's short. He's very short. I mean, that's pretty short. Not trying to disrespect anybody who's short, but, I mean, he's kind of short. No articulation at the head at all, kind of sad. And then there's a hinge joint, and a hinge joint here, and then you have a ball joint, so, you know, get some decent things or whatever. And then it doesn't like to lock. But Overload, out of everyone in the set, has a very beautiful spread. I mean, look at that. That's beautiful right there. Very nice. Now, so, you know, very nice, very decent. Nothing too much. And he's kind of like he has like a pot belly. I don't know why, but, oh, I guess you have to flip that out like that. I guess that makes more sense, I guess. Now for the final one in the group, the leader of the Constructicons, Mixmaster. Now, I have something very sad to tell you guys. Devastator's head broke off. I love this figure. I still love this figure, but he was like one of my favorites to play with. But he broke like a day ago, and I was very sad because I was planning on doing a review, and I was like, okay, let me do this Devastator review. And then I was like, okay, let me take out all the Constructicons and bring them down here. And then when I was bringing them down here, it broke. And I was very sad about it, and I was crying on the floor, saying to God, please, this cannot be happening. And I went to my dad, I was like, hey, can you super glue his head on? And he's like, that's not gonna work. I'm like, God damn it. So I went back down here, and I cried some more, but I'm just gonna put this aside because I don't want to think about that. But for the truck mode, for actual Mixmaster, here's the front of the truck, and then you have the Decepticon logo there. Everything here is floppy. He's more floppy than anyone out of the set, probably because he's like one of my favorite. God damn it, I don't want to think about it. Okay, split his legs apart, fold this down like so, and then you kind of fold that down, and then you would fold up Devastator's neck / head attachment. God damn it. And then that would just fold down right there. And then you see that Mixmaster, he's looking very sad. Like, that's exactly how I felt when he broke. But for articulation, this is on a hinge joint here. His arms are on a hinge joint, so you can get some, like, Flappy Bird movement here. And you have a rotation here. And then this is on a ball joint as well. And then you have a Hasbro thing there. Then you have his little claw, feet, whatever. And then his whole, like, back / arm attachment is just on a hinge joint as well. And then for his legs here, he can kick that far, move back that far, and you got a decent spread. Nothing too exceptional for that. But I was very sad to hear that he broke. But let's move on to the actual Devastator. Let's see how he looks. Now, we're just going to move this guy to the side here, and then we're just going to set him back here, and then they're just going to kind of chill back here for a second. If Rampage can co-op, can you stop flopping around, Rampage? Rampage, can you please stop? There we go, and then set Mixmaster there. Hide your mistake. Now, let's take out Devastator. Going to be very careful not to break him. Now, here's Devastator. I'm going to put this box to the side, and hopefully he doesn't fall over. Now, I said at the beginning of the video that he's very fragile. I mean, like, that's how fragile this figure is. That is literally a tiny screw hold on with clay right there. I should actually put more clay on there, but I'm just gonna leave him to the side here. So there's Hightower, split apart his claws right there, so it's more dynamic. And then you have, you know, back of the figure, very nice, you know, very nice, very decent. And then for articulation, for his head is on a ball joint. And then you have a hinge joint, the neck. I just want to show you this. So here's the head comparison. So you can see that he's more accurate to the film, the way he has the red around his face. But I kind of wish that he had green in his mouth. It makes him more cool. And he does have green on his neck. 0 out of 10. Broke my immersion. For articulation, this whole attachment on the back here is basically on hinge joints and ball joints. For his arm here, this is on a hinge joint here, so you got like an elbow bend, and then there's also a swivel joint. Then you also get some like hinge joints on the claw here, and then there's a hinge joint on the back here. These both are on a hinge joint, so you know. And then for legs here, you got a bend at the foot, and then that's also a bend, and then those little pushy things are also on a bend. And now I'm going to put this figure away and never touch him ever again because I'm going to break him. And I don't want to do that because this guy is expensive. And you want to know how expensive this is? For research out, because I knew that he was pretty expensive. Like, I mean, I knew for a fact that he was freaking expensive because... So I Googled on eBay, see how much he was. He was like $150. Not even for this version of the figure. I mean, I'm talking about, like, the actual original version. I didn't see any one of these. Like, on the repaint one, I didn't see anything that had the hinge joint on there. I didn't see anything, like, about this guy. But for the original version, freaking expensive. So, you know, I mean... These guys right here, they're pretty expensive, but, I mean, they're missing parts and they're broken and all that, so they're probably not expensive, but I just want to keep them nice and safe, you know? So, keep them there for now, but this is going to be a nice review, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, so, you know the time it is, guys, so, bye, guys.